from my breast milk, I cannot make kheer and cheese, paneer, and so many other, I cannot make butter from the breast milk. And Krishna likes butter and all of these things very much. So Mother Yashoda put him down and went to save the milk so that she could give all these wonderful preparations to Krishna. Therefore, it is considered to be Uttama Bhakti.
After that, Yashoda Maya told them to bring rope, and she tried, but 2 only. So, if I am 42 only also.
So when Mother Yashoda, she ran after Krishna, quickly she caught him. Hey, who has broken the pot? Oh, you have done it, Mother, with your ankle bells, with your bracelet on your ankle bells. Who was feeding the monkeys? Who creates the monkeys, feeds the monkeys? Krishna was very... Oh, you're a thief, you're a chore. Krishna said, there's no chore in my dynasty. What? Because he heard his mother and father speaking, and in the dynasty of Mother Yashoda, there was one person called Chor Ghosh. Says, there's no chore in my dynasty, maybe there's a chore in your dynasty. Mother Yashoda, oh, okay. Then she thought, oh, if I take the stick, then he'll be very much afraid, and he'll grow up to be maladjusted. So she threw down the stick, but she thought, I must punish him, let me tie him with a rope. So she brought him inside, and she thought Krishna was stealing butter, but he had one accomplice. That was the grinding mortar. He was standing on the grinding mortar to steal the butter. So both of them are guilty, they should be punished by being tied together. So Mother Yashoda, she called for her Sakis to bring some rope, and she took the rope and put it around Krishna. But when she came to tie it, it was 2 fingers too short. So she took another rope, tied it together, again put it around, again 2 fingers too short. She took all the ropes in the house, tied them together, again 2 fingers too short. She told her friends, go to your house, bring some ropes from there. They came, all the ropes in the whole of Braj, every rope was tied together. Again, 2 fingers too short. So Srila Gurudeva is saying, what is the meaning? What is the significance of 2 fingers too short? It means that Krishna can only be bound by prema. And in order to attain prema, our own endeavors will not be enough. We'll have to do sadhana, but sadhana will not be enough. We need kripa, Krishna's mercy. So Krishna's mercy will come. But if one will sit around all day waiting for it to come, also it will not come. So both things are required. Sadhana, our own practices, and in addition to that, kripa. These are 2 fingers, whereby Krishna can be bound. So an example is given. 2 types of logic. Marjanyaya and Marakatanyaya. Cat logic, kitten logic, and monkey logic. You know that the kitten is carried here and there by the mother. Kitten can sleep, and the mother takes the kitten in the mouth and carries him here and there. But the monkey, the baby monkey, has to hold on tight to the mother, and the mother will not do anything. She will jump from tree to tree, and she will not do anything. The baby monkey will have to hold on very tight. And if he will drop, oh, unqualified baby, never mind, go to the next tree. So the baby monkey has to do everything, and the baby kitten has to do nothing. So some people think, oh, by our sadhana, we do everything to attain God. And some people think we cannot do anything. We can only say, oh, when will God be merciful to me? But the real answer is combination of both ideas. So that is given by the example. If a man has fallen into a well, and someone will come with a rope and throw the rope, say, oh, catch this rope, I'll pull you out. If the man doesn't hold the rope, he cannot be pulled out. But if he holds the rope very tightly, and the other person does not pull, then also he will not come out. So the holding on to the rope means our sadhana, our practices, to follow the order of Guru and Vaishnava. But it is not enough. When we are following them, then only by their mercy can they pull us out. So we try to do our sadhana, and Srila Gurudeva, by his mercy, he pulls us out of the well of this material world to send us back home to Goloka Vrindavan.
In this Bhagavad Katha, there are so many hidden things or Goswamis has revealed this to whole world. Mother Yashoda, why this is told in Srimad Bhagavad Vyasdeva has told. Hearing these sweet pastimes, a greed may come to serve Krishna like Mother Yashoda. These Harikathas are so sweet and powerful, very sweet for Karna Rasayan, and if meaning is known, then heart Rasayan. So, a greed must come. After that, the sweet pastimes of Krishna with gopis will come. Raslila will come, Gopi Geet will come, Brahma Geet will come, Uddhav Sandesh will come. So many things will come. Then hearing all these things, a greed must come. This is the speciality of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami followers. If they will hear these katha, powerful katha, they will remember these things. And Krishna will be controlled by this. That is why it has been written in Srimad Bhagavatam. Especially, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came mercifully, Karunaya Vatirnaha Kalau, in this Kali Yuga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came mercifully to distribute what? Unnata Ujjvala Rasam Sri Bhakti Sriyam. Sri Bhakti, Unnata Ujjval Parkiya Bhav. The mode of gopis, especially Srimati Radhika, Madanakya Bhav up to. We cannot obtain Madanakya Bhav. But something like Manjari, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mercifully distributed in this world, new thing. Before that, Ramanuj, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbaditya, Jayadev Goswami, and so many came in this world. But they have not distributed this prema. Inspired, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspired in the heart of Rupa Goswami, and then he tried and see Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahiyam Dadapi Sapadadikam. See Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established in his books, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Ujjval, he has made the paribhashik shlokas, definitions, like in Srimad Bhagavatam, Ete Chansa Kala Punsa Krishnastu Bhagavan. In this way, Rupa Goswami, what is Shraddha? What is Nishtha? What is Rati? What is Asakti? What is Rati? What is Prem? What is Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Maham? He has made all definition. So whole world, all the Sampradaya, even Mayavadi also, they quote Rupa Goswami. Otherwise, they can establish their modes. We are very lucky to come in his line. Try to have that mood what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. That is why in 2 slokas everything has been told. First, Tattva, where Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Amnaya praha tattvam harimiha paramam sat shaktim rasadhim tadbhinan shasya jivan prakriti kavalitan tadvimukshal bhavan veda ved sakalam api hare sadhanam suddha bhaktim sadham tatpriti meve ityupadasi gura. Oh, you should explain this issue.
Srila Gurudeva is citing the shloka which is written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's called Dasmul Tattva. Dasmul means the 10 essential truths or principles. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's entire philosophy that he presented to the world is unique in this regard, and the acharyas have seen that these 10 principles are the main presentation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy. So first of all, Amnaya Praha Tattvam Harim Iha Paramam Sarva Shaktim Rasabdhim. First he begins with Amnaya. Amnaya is referring to the proof or the praman by which the other 9 truths will be proven and established. Amnaya, it means the Vedic truths which have come from the Vedas and Upanishads, Puranas, etc., received through the Sampradaya of the Guru Parampara, disciplic succession, and approved by them. Which means that not necessarily all of the statements of the Vedas are accepted in this context of Amnaya. Because in some of the Vedic literatures, they are written for those who are even in the Tamagun, and some for Rajagun, like this. Some of the Vedic literatures are encouraging persons to worship Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, or different demigods. But only the teachings of the Vedas, which are proving these 9 different essential principles, that is called Amnaya. So, what are those principles? Amnaya praha tattvam harim iha paramam sarva shaktim rasabdhim. That Sri Hari, Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Hari, Krishna. And He is the Paramam. He is the Supreme Truth, Tattva Paramam. And Sarva Shaktim. He is the source of all potencies. Everything that exists, all energies, all Shaktis, they are emanations from Him. Rasabdhim. He Himself is the unlimited, infinite ocean of transcendental rasa. Rasa abdhi. So just as in the Vedas it is stated, Akil Rasamrita Murti, that absolute truth, Sri Krishna, is the very embodiment, personification of all rasa. So then, Tad Vinamshans Jajiva Prakriti Kavalitam Tad Vimuktam's Chabhavat. Then it explains that the jiva souls who are within this world are called Vibhinamsha jivas. They are separated, parts and parcels of Krishna. That Supreme Absolute Truth, Hari, expands Himself in unlimited incarnations and expansions, which are all called Spamsha. They are non-different than His own self. They are one Supreme Tattva. Just like the other day, we were discussing this point about Krishna being Advai Gyan Paratattva, the supreme, one, undivided, supreme absolute truth, and everything that exists ultimately is Himself. But in the context of understanding the jiva souls, they are called Vibhinamsha jivas. They are separated parts and parcels, and they have some difference with Krishna. In quality, they are very minute, whereas Krishna is infinite. In quantity they are minute. Krishna is infinite in quantity. But in quality, they are the same as Krishna. So, prakriti kavalitam. Tadvinamsham shajivam prakriti kavalitam tadvimuktam shabhavat. And in this category of jivas, there are two types. Some of them are covered by prakriti. That means maya shakti, this material energy. All the jiva souls within the material worlds, they are all covered by this material energy in the form of the gross material body which we possess and the subtle material body of mind, intelligence and false ego, ahankar. So these conditioned souls, they are constitutionally the same as the eternally liberated souls, but because they are emanating from the tatashta position, the marginal position between the spiritual world and the material world, they can go either direction. So in the two categories of jivas, some are covered by prakriti and some tadvimuktam shabhavat, some are eternally liberated. They're never touched by this external potency. Then Beda Beda Prakasham Sakalamapi Sadhanam Shuddha Bhaktim. Beda Beda Prakasham. This is the very unique presentation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, which takes into consideration all of the previous commentaries of all the four Vaishnava acharyas, Ramanuja, Madhvacharya, Vishnuswami and Nimbaditya. These four acharyas they gave their commentaries on Vedanta Sutra. And there they discussed this question about the difference and the non-difference of ourselves, the living entities, in our relationship with the Supreme Absolute Being. So, but they had some different perspectives from which they were viewing. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the perfect understanding of Vedanta philosophy in the form of Achintya Beda Bed Tattva. This means that the absolute truth is actually simultaneously different and also non-different from his emanations. And this very fact, being simultaneously different and non-different, is not actually possible to understand with the material mind. Therefore it is called achintya, inconceivable. So the absolute truth is eternally different than his emanations, his Shakti, because he himself, he never changes. He is constantly the same, the absolute truth. But his Shakti, this transforms into so many other varieties of forms and shapes. So Krishna and his Shakti, Shakti Mator Abeda. Ultimately there is no difference between Krishna and his Shakti. Just like the sun is not different than the sun rays. The sun rays have heat and light, and the sun also has heat and light. And there's no meaning to the existence of the sun without the sun rays, and vice versa also. They exist simultaneously. But at the same time there is a difference, because the sun globe is unlimitedly powerful and very full of fiery burning power. If you have the sun globe near to our planet, everything will be burnt. But through the sun rays, very nice heating can come from that. So there is a difference in quantity of potency. So like this, Achintya Beda Bed Tattva is the essential understanding that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave in this world to understand the whole truth of the Vedic philosophy and absolute truth. So Beda Beda Prakasham Sakalam Api Sadhanam Shuddha Bhaktim. How to realize the Supreme Absolute Truth, Krishna. How to come to establish one's relationship with Him, and how to attain one's eternal position as a servant of His, which is actually the constitutional position of every Jiva soul, that Jiver Sarup Hoy Krishner Nityadas. They are all eternal servants of Krishna. So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained in his philosophy that the process, the sadhanam, the method by which the Jiva soul can attain this position is called Shuddha Bhakti. Pure devotion, pure love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This week we had so many discussions about this subject, and just now also Srila Gurudev, Prem Prayojan Prabhu, explained this verse, Anya Bilashita Shunyam, and how this understanding, what is the definition of pure bhakti? So, without understanding this, what is pure bhakti? Someone may attempt to approach the Absolute Truth, but they'll be unsuccessful. Because if they mix any other motivations into their attempt to approach the Supreme Truth, jnana, karma, if their bhakti is covered by any of those, they'll not be successful. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, sadhanam shuddha bhaktim, that the process is to perform pure bhakti, uttam bhakti, unalloyed bhakti. And then, tad priti, I forget the last line. Yes. Yeah. Sadhya tat priti. So, the final principle in this Dasmul Tattva is called sadhya. Sadhya is that goal through the sadhana that you're performing, you are aiming for. Your aim and object of your practice. It is called sadhya. So what is sadhya? Sadhya is priti. This Sanskrit word priti means pure love. Or in other words, prem, Krishna prem. So priti is actually the ultimate goal of every jiva soul's existence and life. And no jiva soul can ultimately live without this even for a moment. Therefore, even within this world, everyone is searching for love, searching for affection, trying to establish so many relationships. But ultimately, the constitutional nature of the soul is to attain pure, divine Krishna prem, love, priti, and affection for the Absolute Truth. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came exclusively to declare this fact to the whole human society, that ordinarily there are 4 goals given in the Vedas: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. That means Dharma, religiosity; Artha, economic development; Kam, sense gratification; and Moksha, ultimately attaining liberation from the cycle of birth and death. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said that there is a 5th goal for all human beings, and what is that? Prema Pumarto Mahan. This is the great ultimate goal of all human society. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and demonstrated this. He is Prem Purushottam. Who is he? He is Shri Shri Radha and Krishna combined in one form. And he is actually Nandanandan Krishna, completely overwhelmed by the mood and the bhav and kanti of Srimati Radharani, who, as Srila Gurudev just told, is the Unnata Ujjvala Rasa. She is the Queen of Vrindavan, who serves Krishna in the highest way in Parakya Bhav. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came into this world to give this highest form of Krishna prem, but it cannot be directly given what those moods and that Mahabhav prem and Madanakya Mahabhav, which is experienced by Srimati Radharani. The Jiva souls do not have the eligibility for this prem because of their small constitutional nature. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, as Srila Gurudev so wonderfully described, to give this very special variety of this Krishna prem as Swa Bhakti Shriyam. Hare Krishna.
Aradho Bhagavan Pradesh Tanayastadham Vrindavan Ramya Kachitu Parsana Badu Badu Parge Naja Kalkita Srimad Bhagavata Pramana Amalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradaro Nahapara Nahapara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. Who is telling? Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. First was by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, by Tattva. And now he is giving through Rasa, Ras Tattva. आराध्यो भगवान ब्रजेश तनया. Our Aradhya Dev, worshipable, most worshipable, is Krishna? No. Brajendra Nandan Krishna. Jashoda Nandan Krishna. Radhika Raman, Rash Bihari Krishna. Radha Kant. So he is Bhagwan. But he has come as a son of Nanda Baba Jashoda Maiya. He is most beloved of gopis, especially of Srimati Radhika. As Krishna is worshipable, Vrindavan Dham is also, because without Vrindavan, Krishna cannot play anywhere himself. He can play in other forms, but Nandan with gopis, only Vrindavan Dham. What is Vrindavan? Krishna has become Dham, Vrindavan Dham. Especially Baladev Prabhu is Dham. So, Krishna is Aradhya, who is playing always in Vrindavan with Brajvasi, especially with gopis. रम्या काचुत उपासना बजुबधु पर गई न जा कल्पिता. How gopis have worshipped and pleased Krishna. This is the highest aradhana, upasana. Anything is not equal to this aradhana. Even Uddhav, like Bhakt of Krishna, he has prayed gopis. I prefer even the ladies of even the Mathura in the wrestling concert, when they saw fighting so much Daitya, and then they began to tell, we should not stay here. Those who are dharmatma, religious person, they should give up this place. And then they are telling how Vrindavan is glorious because of gopis. Rudha bhava, they have a rudha bhava. Rudha bhava means sneh, man, pranay, rag, anurag, lisa. Anywhere you cannot see without gopis. So, the upasana, the aradhana of gopi, that they can take the heart of Krishna and control by their love and affection. Krishna cannot repay them, never. He is telling, what? Na pare ham nirvadya sanjujan Ma bhajan durjan griha shrinkhala sambrishya tattva pratyati sadhuna. O gopis, my most beloved, I cannot repay in life of Brahma or more than that. Never. You should please mercifully to me. I cannot repay. How we can repay? If Krishna will tell them, oh, you should have any broom, what the gopis will ask? Oh, we can, any service you should give. Not for their pleasure. Oh, only to please Krishna. Then Krishna will. Gopis will tell, as we have left our whole family, our husband, son, and everything, only for you. Can you give up everything, your mother, father, and all devotees, for us? Krishna cannot do. He cannot do. He cannot give up any bhakta. So he went also to Mathura, here and there. Where they will call, he must go. Je jathan mam prapadanti tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. He is bound to do. So he Krishna cannot do. So Aradhana's gopi is supermost. And praying to Krishna is most severe. We don't want to see only Krishna. Kansa, Jarasandha and so many saw Krishna. Duryodhana saw. What we get? Nothing. If there is no prem, so our prayojan is prem, not Krishna. So you should know all these things. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that Praman is Srimad Bhagavatam. Among all Shruti, Ved, Upanishad, Puran, Mahabharata, Ramayana, everywhere. The essence of all Shruti, all Puran, Brahma Sutra, everything is Srimad Bhagavatam. The Srimad Bhagavatam, Pramana Amalam. This is Amal. Amal means? Spotless. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is his chief teaching. And in the last I want to tell you the sub and substance of all the teachings that Rupa Goswami has written. Tannama Sukirtananu Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tisthan Brade Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayete Ikhilam Ityupadesasara. Remember this thing. Tannam Rupa Charitadi. The Krishna name of Braja is according to his past sweet pastimes. Damodar. Yashoda Damodar or Radha Damodar. Yashoda mother binded him. And gopis binded Krishna with the veil of Radhika. In Gathauli, there is a place in Braja. Gathauli means that Krishna cannot go here and there. He will always be with you. So he is Radha Damodar. Namami Iswaram is for Yashoda Damodar. And in the end slok, what here? Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya. So this is our goal. So he is telling that you should chant these names, Damodar, Ras Bihari, when he is doing Ras, and so many things. All names due to his sweet pastimes. All these names and Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela, all. In mind, in heart. By turn, you should chant all these names. Sing all these names. And in the heart, you should remember these sweet pastimes of Krishna. Tannam, Rupa, Charitadi, Sukirtananu. Hearing from any bona fide Guru or Vaishnavas. In their guidance, those who are Rasik, Tattva, knowing all kinds of Tattva. Being especially in Vrindavan. If you cannot be in Vrindavan, by mind you can be there. But better, one day you will have to go to Vrindavan. So you will have to go to Vrindavan. But if you cannot go, by mind you should be always in Vrindavan. Oh, meditate. Vrinda is very beautiful. Jamna is flowing there. Both sides, Beli, Chabeli, Jui, Vrinda Devi, flowers. Bees are hanging. Cuckoos are singing. peacocks are dancing. Krishna is playing there. Without Vrindavan he can. So, always remember these things. Tannam Rupa Charitadi Sukrittana Anukramena Rasana Manasi Niyodya Tishtan Braje Braj mein rahte hue, being in Vrindavan. Tishtan Braje Tadanuragi. You should be under the guidance of any Rashik and Tattva Vaishnava. Don't live free. You must be under the guidance of Tattva and Rashik. And if you are doing like so, very soon Krishna Prem, Gopi Prem, Brij Prem will come. This is the last essence of all the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaur Premanande. Krishnadas, any kirtan, and then
Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukund Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Hasi Yashoda Tanaya Kashida Hasi Hasi Yashoda Tanaya Prasida Hasi Shri Vallabhi Jeevan Radhikesha Shri Vallabhi Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Hari Bol Govinda He Nanda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Govinda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna 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 Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Yashoda Tanaya Prasida Shri Yashoda Shri Yashoda Tanaya Prasida Shri Yashoda Shri Vallabhi Jeevan Radhikesha Shri Vallabhi Jeevan Radhikesha Shri Vallabhi Jeevan Radhikesha Shri Vallabhi Jeevan Radhikesha Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna 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 Govinda He Nanda Krishna Govinda Hare Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Gopala Hare Mukunda Govinda Hare Nanda Kishore Krishna Shri Krishna Hare Mukunda Govinda Hare Nanda Kishore Krishna Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Gaur Hari Bol 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 Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, please sit down. Please be seated. Hare Krishna, today Srila Gurudeva has given some initiation. Now we'll announce your new spiritual name.
Quickly.
Nicholas Keller, please stand up.
Nanda Gopal Prabhu ki jai.
This morning. Anju Singhal, receiving Harinam this morning. Anju.
Anjali Devi ki jai.
Then from New Jersey, New York, Ajoy Pandey, receiving initiation. Asha Pandey, Sunita Pandey, and Nilam Da. No. You can all stand up. Ajay.
Asalata ki Sunita Devi ki Nilam Devi ki.
Then the devotees who were in the fire sacrifice while Bhagavan Prabhu will make some presentation, please carefully come forward and offer your dakshina to Srila Gurudeva.
Hare Krishna. So, unfortunately, this wonderful Harikatha will temporarily come to a close. Just shifting to a new place. We'll be shifting to LA and Badger and many other places. Srila Gurudeva will be bringing his Harikatha caravan from one place to another around the world. Traveling roadshow. Just like Krishna is traveling from universe to universe, Gurudeva is traveling throughout this universe, throughout this planet, giving us Harikatha. There were many devotees who worked together with myself and Mahabhuti in order to put on this festival. It was a big endeavor, but to see so many devotees come here and get Srila Gurudeva's mercy was a big reward for both of us. I wanted to name a few of the people that worked with me, and also Mahabhuti wants to name some of the people that worked. We want to point out some of the devotees that helped out here in the Prasadam area. We want to give a great thanks to Anadi Krishna Das, who helps supervise the prasad distribution 3 times a day. Also, Lakshmi Pati Das, who helped with prasad distribution every day. Jayadev Das, who helped with prasad distribution every day. Udaram Das, who did prasad distribution every day along with his wife. He got a new name. I don't know the new name yet. I apologize. Our 2 security persons who, toughest job, most difficult job, Sanatan Das and Madhusudan Das. I want to give them a big hand for the work they did with their security. I also want to thank Jalakar Prabhu for loaning us the Vyasa-san and Trilochan Prabhu for taking the responsibility of driving it here and driving it back. I also want to thank Isha Das, who spends every minute that he's awake practically working hard on organizing Srila Gurudev's videos, the DVDs, the lectures, and he came here to do the webcasting. And I mean, the guy, he does a great service. All the devotees should go to the webcasting and make a little donation to help Isha Das, who works for absolutely nothing, just the service of Srila Gurudeva and his mercy. He did the whole webcasting. I want to also thank Shama Sundar and Bhakti Vinod for doing filming. They did a lot of filming in assistance with Isha Das. And I want to thank Shama Sundar and his good wife, Bimala Dasi, for the great job they did on taking care of the deities and being with the jars. And we want to give a big round of applause, of course, to our favorite Kirtaniya, Krishna Das, for the great kirtan that he did. And I also want to personally thank Indu Pati, who led the Sankirtan party out for 3 days, distributing about 500 different literatures and over 500 bags of prasadam to the conditioned souls out on the beaches. Great service that he did doing the Sankirtan every day. Great and another prasad person was Paramananda Das. I want to thank him for the prasad favor that he did. And now I'm going to hand this over to Mahabhuti because he's got a list of people that he wants to thank.
Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudeva had asked, we had some question of what about the festival. We had called him because there were some concerns about his health at that time. And we heard from the background, the yelling, coming back, is, no, I want big festival. So Bhagavat and I were kind of going, uh-oh.
Are you going to come? He said, yes, I will come. Why I won't come? I will come.
Gurudev said, because both Bhagavat Prabhu and Mahabhuti are very big personalities, it should be the biggest festival ever.
So, first of all and foremost, I'd like to thank Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, who, without his presence, no one would be here, and has so kindly taken the opportunity to give us his association, and we are so thankful and so grateful. The devotees of South Florida have had opportunities of association for April and May, so for us now it is growing very sad. Even though he's here, the thought of his going is making us tremble. So we're hoping that he will come back again sometime and visit with us. So there are also some devotees who have to be mentioned. This festival would not be actually a festival without their help. And Bhagavat Prabhu listed some of the devotees. Some of these devotees who list here put their time and effort and money and everything to make this happen, so all of these guests could come and hear Srila Gurudev. And not only Srila Gurudev, but I also would like to thank all of our sannyasis and Hare Bhojan and all of the sannyasis, Padmanabh Maharaj, Sajan Maharaj, Madhav Maharaj, Shoti Maharaj, Damodar Maharaj, Radandi Maharaj, our sincere thanks and gratitude, because the not only was Srila Shamarani, not only was the opportunity of the festival that we're hearing so much wonderful things from Srila Gurudeva, but those of you who attended classes, the classes were wonderful. None of the classes in kirtans. So our gratitude, please, goes out and thanks very from the core of our hearts for visiting with us here and allowing us also to have your darshan and have hear from your lotus steps that you heard from Srila Gurudeva. So we very much thank you all.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Oh, there's Hare Krishna. Hold on 1 second, please. Because I don't think that I may have been taking too much time, but if I don't mention some of these devotees, I will be very offensive, because this whole opportunity is commanded by the word. I'd like to thank, I'd also like to thank Radha Sham and Yasoda Dasi for registration, Pulari Dasi for the books, Jagannath and Balaram Das who transported all the devotees along with Raghunath to get here, Jamuna Dasi, and I think the Upadev Das who served all of the sannyasis and all of our guests here. Must have went to Publix about 50 times the time here, helping everyone. Leelanath Prabhu. And now there's 3 families here that are the cornerstones of here. Shashikal and Raghunath Das, and Kamala and Vasudev Das, who put in their time money. And also we would like to thank Raghunath Prabhu in Miami, who actually hosted Srila Gurudeva for an entire month. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. And Sudarshana Prabhu, who helped with all the sound system. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Thank you for coming and visiting the webcast live from South Florida. Radhe Sham Jai Srila Gurudeva.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.